abortion at 18. It wasn't my choice, it was someone else's.
I was told that if I paid $200, I wouldn't feel any pain. The truth is that pain never lasts.
And I was raped at the age of 13 and taken for an abortion. And when they started the abortion, it was the most painful thing that I've ever experienced in my life. I screamed for help only to be told to shut up.
I was forced to have an abortion at the tender age of 15.
After I was taken to a recovery room, I stood up and I hemorrhaged everywhere. My dad had to carry me over his shoulder out of the abortion clinic.
When my parents took me to Planned Parenthood, I wasn't supposed to see the ultrasound monitor, but I did see my baby's fluttering heartbeat.
When I was a senior in high school, I found out I was pregnant and I very much wanted to keep my baby.
At the age of 17, I was coerced into abortion by a parent, a boyfriend, and also the abortionist when I emphatically told him, no, I did not want to do this.
If I could ever have a chance to stand before a nation and tell them how horribly wrong abortion is, I would do it.
It was extreme paralyzing fear that led me to choose abortion.
I asked her if I could go get my boyfriend because I was 16, I was alone, and I was afraid.
I felt unworthy to be a mother and a wife, and I turned to drugs and alcohol to numb my pain.
She said, you won't need him. This is your choice. We can help you now, but he can't.
Until my dad, he threatened me that he was going to commit suicide if I didn't follow through with the abortion.
When it was finished on the way home, I was bleeding profusely and I was in extreme pain. Got home and I called the facility back to tell them what my issues were. Their answer to me was, I'm sorry, but you're no longer our problem.
That day changed our lives forever. I ended up with a complete hysterectomy, and I almost ended up dying from the abortion.
When we don't value life, nothing has value.
I was traumatized again when my body started producing milk for a baby that was not there.
I was taken back to a room. I was strapped to a bed. My abortionist didn't look at me or speak to me. He performed the abortion and left the room. And I was left by myself to try to pick up the pieces from the pain of what just happened to me.
But the truth is, after my abortion, I had no desire to do anything. I lived a very self-destructive life and even contemplated suicide.
That abortion would cause me to go through a myriad of emotion. I was in anger, I was depressed, I was suicidal. I started taking drugs and drinking alcohol just to numb the pain.
The abortion never, ever changed my rapist. He continued to rape other women and girls. The clinic was eventually shut down after they did not report minors.
After waking up from sedation, immediately I felt guilt and regret.
Abortion is not safe health care for women. Abortion didn't secure my future. Abortion hurt my future, and it affected all 5 of my pregnancies.
My boyfriend took me to a clinic. I had the abortion. I stuffed it for 7 years according to his directions. I ended up with a nervous breakdown of hellish proportion.
And when I had to face the fact that legal abortion had left me barren, I would never be pregnant again.
That day changed our lives forever. I ended up with a complete hysterectomy, and I almost ended up dying from the abortion.
I don't know, honestly, except by the grace of God, how I made it through those years of living, feeling hopeless.
I suffered through years of grief and regret and overachieving and workaholism. It permeated my life.
The truth is that legal or illegal, abortion harms women.
That day, no one told me what abortion was. I was separated from my parents. I was told that it was a clump of cells.
And I was left by myself to try to pick up the pieces from the pain of what just happened to me for the rest of my life until I found hope and healing through Jesus Christ.
Liam Elias and Victoria Isabel. You may wonder why I named the 2 children that I never saw, because they existed.
It took several years of counseling, and finally I was set free through an organization just like what we offer today. And I want to tell women, please do not hold it in. Please get set free, because it's not just my body, my choice. It's your mind, your spirit, and your soul that are affected.
I felt unworthy to be a mother and a wife, and I turned to drugs and alcohol to numb my pain.
I did not meet the doctor or get to ask any questions before my abortion. I don't even know who performed my abortion.
The pressure was not only from the man, but the doctor and staff as well. When making the choice, I didn't feel like I had the support system that I really needed. I felt ashamed and afraid.
I remember how insensitive the whole thing felt, and them asking me crazy questions like, oh, what school do you go to? And just, do you play any sports? And I'm like, really?
Women and girls deserve better.
Abortion is not health care. Abortion steals the life of the baby and the mother. So choose life for both.
Abortion is a lie. Don't swallow that lie. It hurts women.
We are women of Operation Outcry. We are crying out to a nation to hear what the aftermath of abortion is.
Thank you, Mary. My name is Alan Parker. I am an attorney. I had the honor to represent Norma McCorvey and Sandra Cano, who were Roe and Doe in their efforts to reverse Roe v. Wade. The Lord told me to collect testimonies of women hurt by abortion, so it has been my great honor to represent these women before the United States Supreme Court. All of these testimonies, I believe today, were part of the 4,728 testimonies that were in the Dobbs case that reversed Roe v. Wade. But today, these women are here continuing to say to America, it's time to stop abortion, not enshrine abortion in state constitutions.